everybody. Welcome to Katie Moonchild's World, and this is Saturday Solutions. We come together every Saturday to try to see if we can come up with some solutions for getting through the week ahead and for releasing a lot of what we needed to release from the week we just finished going through. I don't know about you. I feel like the pressure's like everywhere. And yeah, anyway, I've come to the conclusion, especially right now, considering we have a new moon coming up this week, just a couple days, as a matter of fact, that it's about the tides right now. You know, we have a lot of moisture in us, we have a lot of water in us, we're mostly water. So it's only natural that that moon out there is going to have a pull on us, just like it does every other water body on this planet, you know, like the oceans. Anyway, let's get this card reading started and see what we're going to find out about the tides of change. What do you think? Let's take a look at the cards and let me switch cameras. We'll be right with you. Hi. Okay. Now, while we're here, let me tell you about the deck that I am using. This is the Water Alchemy deck by Alexandra Winman. It's a beautiful deck. I love this deck. I thought since we're talking about tides, water, you know, that was only appropriate, right? And then this small card here is the Present Moment deck by Eckhart Tolle. Present Moment Reminder deck. I'm sorry, by Eckhart Tolle. And then, of course, finally, that large card is the Therapets by Kate Allen. So now that we've been all acquainted with the decks, you know which ones they are, so you don't have to ask. Try to make it simple for you, so all you have to do is just sit there and watch. I appreciate you being here, and so let's get this started. We're going to look at this as though it is the tide going out and the tide coming in, okay? So our first card in the tide going out under the heart, just move the heart over one, is the Releasing card. What is moving out of our lives? Something we're being guided to release and let go of. Ooh. Show you the card. Cenote. I believe it was the Aztecs or the Mayans. Mayans. I see the Mayan calendar down here. The Mayans believed that the deep sinkholes in South America and in Mexico, they called them cenotes. They believed those big giant sinkholes where life emerged from and resorted back to. So I'm looking at this card as though, what do you need to release and sacrifice to the cenote? What old ways that you don't even know why you practice them? Try to find those. What are those old ways? It might be a religious belief. It may be a financial practice. It may be a relationship that has gone stale. Or it just may be an energy vampire in your life that you need to tell the jaguar to take care of. What a beautiful card. How would you and what would you sacrifice to the source of all life as a ceremony of gratitude for what you have? We are being guided to release or let go of all the old ways that don't work anymore. And there's a lot of them being shown to us. And as they're shown to us, we need to go through them, identify them, see what works and what has just been baggage I carry with me. And you don't know why. Let it go. The second card on the tied in. Oh. The second card on the tied in is what is coming into your life, symbolizing new opportunities, relationships, or energies. Bathing. What a fantastically beautiful card. Of course, she's standing in a pond surrounded by pink lotuses. I've been seeing and getting information about pink lotuses so much lately that the sound of the card that the sound of the music you're hearing in the background is named Pink Lotus. I did not know this card was going to pop up when I created the song. Cleanse yourself of old ways and welcome what's coming. Look at the celebration happening in this card. As you are standing in the middle of the muck, what seems like the muck and the mire. Yes. Hold the pieces that you hold dear from your journey on the beauty way with you. As long as you're focused on that, as you stand in the muck and the mire, the lotuses will all bloom and their fragrance will carry you away with the snow geese. What a beautiful card. Next. This is the undercurrent. Okay. This right here, we're going to backtrack just a little. This is our tide that's going out. Okay. This represents that tide that's coming in, it kind of goes over the top. The time, there's water. In the practice of quantum mechanics, it teaches when you turn on a faucet, the water falls down as well as up at the same time. So here we are. This is the water going out. This is the water coming in while this water is going out. So what you're releasing is going to be bringing in the cleansing, the bathing, the new opportunities, the celebration, the fragrance, and the bloom. This is the undercurrent of both of these. Couldn't be more perfect. It is the ruling current of this whole reading. It's the moon. Wow, look up there's the green man too. How fantastic is this card? And if you look at the colors in the ribbons hanging from it, they're not the complicated tertiary colors. their primary colors, and one secondary color. The secondary color that is the symbol of new life, green, the symbol of healing. Now, as we know in the tarot, the moon card is the card of secrets. But apparently in this deck, the moon card is a card of passion. Look at the cup. On the side there, is that a potion? Golden cup. There's a dagger, there's a stag, and there's a hare. And then you have the lunations of the moon, but the full moon is equally balanced yin and yang. So what this card is telling us, the undercurrent is of balance. Even though it might appear it's secrets, the moon is in control of all the currents, especially the undercurrent. And sometimes that undercurrent can be a riptide. It can be hidden from you. So, beware of the undercurrent. This is the energy that is flowing underneath everything in your life. This is your energy. This is our energy. Okay. So, here, this one. What is waiting for us at the shoreline? This is a boundary that we need to honor, where the tide meets the land, and the boundary to maintain an area where you should protect your space and not let the tide sweep everything away. Right? You know, we don't want to have beach erosion. Oop, that's upside down. Wow, we get Lakshmi. Holy wow. And once again, she's sitting in a pink lotus. Immerse yourself in the mist. This is the Egyptian goddess of finance and good fortune. When she appears, that is amazing, because to get to her, to talk to her about what you desire to manifest in your income and fortunes, you have to go through her sister and Ganesha. But here she is with us right now. So tell her while she's here what you want. Tell her without any doubt, as though, thank you for giving me what I am asking of you, my sweet goddess. And you will see it pouring out of her hand into your life, like it's feeding all the pink lotuses. Look, it's even affecting the swan and the crane. Oh my goodness. So that's what is ours, but we've got to set a boundary. Yeah, if we are asking her, the boundary we need to set is how we use this good fortune she's bringing us. We need to set boundaries with us and those around us, because when this good fortune comes in, everyone will have their hand out. And knowing who genuinely needs the handout filled will take everything you have. So consult her also in giving your fortune with an open hand out, even if it's only $1.99. So finally, we have our anchor. This is the steadying force. This is what grounds us. The stable influence that remains constant amidst the changing tides. Once again, I get her upside down. Oh. The constant is flow. That thing that's going to keep you stable and floating is to rely on staying in flow. One foot grounded and the rest of you relaxed. Just let the waters of life carry you. This is your anchor. This will strengthen you from the tips of your toes to the very edges and tips of your hair. No secrets here. It's all exposed because you're a part of it all. All in that flowing red dress. You're observed and protected by the creatures of the sea and watched by the creatures of the sky. You know the creatures of the land. This card is telling you, spend more time near the water or in water, even if that means sitting in your bathtub. I was inspired to do this reading, I have to admit, because I spent 45 minutes the other day sitting in my brand new Japanese soaker tub on a very hot day in the middle of the sun, getting nothing but beautiful refreshment. So, all I could think of since then is water, you guys. Water. Water. I live in the desert. Is there any reason why I am focused on water? Anyway, to you all, that's quite a reading. That's quite a reading. Amidst the changing tides, stay in flow. 1 foot grounded, arms open stretched to expand. And just your face and nose sticking up out of the water to breathe. Let the rest of it, the water and everything else, flow through you, around you, and over you. That's your troubles too. Just let them flow through. Let them flow through. Sacrifice them to the cenote. Okay, let's see what Eckhart Tolle has to tell us about the present moment. Pardon me. Tuto. Okay, sir. The more shared past there is in a relationship, the more present you need to be. Otherwise, you will be forced to act out your past patterns again and again. Ooh, such relationships can become a great spiritual practice. The more shared past there is in a relationship, the more present you need to be. Otherwise, you will be focused to act out past patterns again and again. Such relationships can become a great spiritual practice. I like that. As you are more present, you know what to let go of from the past. So I love that. That's an awesome card. I'm going to place that there for now while we take a look to see what our friends, our four-legged, feathered, scaled, skinned, furred, whatever, what do the critters have to tell us? It's your weirdness that makes you wonderful. Stop trying to be a part of things. You got your group you can hang out with, and that's the group that sees you for your weirdness and how wonderful you are. And they encourage you to keep going and even be weirder. So, hey, recognize that about yourself. You don't want to be like the status quo. Oh my gosh, how boring. So, right? Don't be like the past. It's all stuck in, what's responsible? Have some fun. Find your joy. And recognize the fact that you're weird and wonderful. And we love you for it. So, this has been my reading. Wow, what a Saturday Solutions. I thank you guys for being here. Thank you very much. If you'd like what you saw, come back for more. You could subscribe. We do a lot of other things here. And I'll see you next time. Together, we're going to do this. And we're going to do it right. Together, we're going to thrive. I thank you very much once more. Bye-bye now.